Hey guys, James Wilson Taylor here for Rock Sound. It's another of our video calls. We are catching up with everybody at home at the minute, and I'm delighted to say we've got Nova Twins on the line. How are you both?
Hey.
Good to see
Well,
you. Yeah, we're just saying I appreciate you guys getting here on a Friday morning, nice and early. We're starting the day off right. I appreciate you guys being here. And I will say as well, the way we've started all of these is just to say I hope you guys have been keeping safe, you've been keeping well, or your families or your loved ones in the same position. How have these last few months kind of been for you guys in general? How's your lockdown been going for you?
Good.
Let's go Georgia first. There we go. I'll pass the baton.
I know, yeah, I mean, obviously at the beginning it was weird because, you know, it was just the unforeseeable future. Everything got cancelled and we're just like, what are we going to do? You know, everybody was feeling like that. But now I feel like we've kind of settled into it and, you know, been quite productive, just writing loads. And it's nice that we get to meet up now because at the beginning we were separated, which, you know, never happens for us. So it was like, it feels like another limb is gone. So it's definitely nice to be able to meet up again, you know, below a group of 6 and work on music and just hang out in general. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Amy, how about yourself?
Yeah, what Georgia said really. If I'm honest, it's been good. It's been productive, you know, like it was crazy at first and we were completely different. We were like so just like depressed with it all. But then as soon as we kind of just snapped out of it, we was like, look, this is the first time in a year, and we've been a band for years, that we can just like actually stop and think about what we want to do, catch up with our family and friends, and like, because we don't usually get to do that when we're on such a busy schedule, and literally like take time to like write on new songs and have fun with it and learn like new stuff that we hadn't got into before. So we kind of just try to spin a positive energy on it and use it for like the better, because there's nothing else you can do. And if you use it properly, your spare time, you get so much done. So at the moment, you know, we're good.
That's good to hear. No, it's something that loads of bands are going to be talking about with us recently, is the fact that, yeah, like you say, it kicks in at first. You go, that was very smooth. I love that. It kicks in at first and you're like, what do we do? How are we going to approach this? But actually, if you're able to be creative, like this is such a rarity. You guys are constantly touring, like you say, crazy schedules and that stuff. Actually have a period like this to work has got to be great. How has that worked for you guys, particularly when you were apart? I think I read that you were like trying to do writing on FaceTime and stuff. How was it working practically when you couldn't be in the same room but want to stay writing?
Yeah, we'd end up surprising each other with ideas, which was so fun, and that's just like a boost of music again. Because when we were just like watching Netflix, we're just like, you know, screw this. So then when we started writing, like, I know, we're literally just like hating everything. But then we would just send ideas and be like, oh, check out this, and then the other person will add to it and send it back and be like, oh, look at this, what I've added. And we'll be like, oh, yeah, this is sick. And then we just started getting into this rhythm of just writing loads and loads and just feeling good again, and just feeling that kind of, you know, not empowerment that we would have had live, but just getting that kind of energy back. Because when, you know, we love playing live. It's our favourite thing to do. We love festivals. We love going on tour. So it was definitely like, oh, it's kind of felt like, you know, our wings have been stripped off. So this was definitely like a great kind of morale to write together again.
Absolutely, absolutely. How much would you say you guys have got done? Have you managed to kind of complete some full tracks over these last few months? Is it still in demo stages? What kind of stage are you guys at with it?
I think we've got some like, we're excited about our new stuff. Literally, we've been really productive, and yeah, we've got like, we haven't gone into like recording the finished stuff, but you know, we're on Logic kind of finishing these tracks, and we're really excited about the new stuff. And so you should be. It's like, you know, if you're not excited about your own material, then don't put it out.
Absolutely. Good attitude to have. Yeah, you've got to be your own biggest fan first and foremost. Absolutely. No, that's definitely the right way, man. Yeah, you mentioned that, of course, everyone's missing live stuff, and that's obviously, particularly with you guys, it's such an energetic live show, and that's really your best line of communication with your fans, direct and in the room, as it is with everybody. But I do admire people like yourselves. You've really made an effort to try and keep that fan communication going in this time, right? I see you guys online. You're trying to keep that community and do loads of different stuff. Talk to me about kind of how your approach has been to keeping things going online.
To be fair, they're helping us. Like when we were just feeling like, oh, they were literally giving us so much life, and we just felt like it was talking to friends. And when we did we did challenges of like the riff challenge and the makeup challenge. What else did we do, Amy? The art challenge.
And a customization kind of top challenge.
Yeah, and like seeing how creative they are, it was literally just like we had this fun. It felt like fun, creative times, and it was just great for us too. They really just helped us.
Yeah, it's really nice to see. Really, really nice to see. Let's dive into some music then, because of course Playfair's kind of just dropped, or like the other week for sure. Talk to me about that one in particular, because it's definitely made a big impact, I think. When did that one actually come together for you guys?
What, the song?
Yeah, the song. Yeah, we'll do the video too. Don't you worry. But we'll go. Let's go song first.
So Playfair is basically, we call it like our ultimate like revenge tune, when you have that kind of revenge fantasy. And actually this is a really like the concept. I Don't Play Fair was a line me and Georgia wrote like years ago, like literally years ago, and just that one line that we really liked, and it was kind of where our heads were at the time. We thought that song was so good. Like the rest of the song wasn't very good, but that particular line had something to do with it. So we just took it into the studio and reworked the song, and like ended up just writing a whole new version around just that one I Don't Play Fair. And but we wrote that probably when was not last year, because that's what was it last year or the year before? I
feel like we wrote it probably like the year before last. I feel like it was one of the first songs we had.
Yeah. So that was just a kind of line that we wanted to just work into this sound that we were kind of going for, really. And the concept was fun, and it's it's a bit tongue-in-cheek, and it's got that kind of empowerment, kind of that kind of boss attitude thing. So we were just feeling that. And
I remember that song as well, like sonically it was one of the first songs, along with like Vortex, that sounded more electronic but like on our pedals, and we were so excited by it sounding so just not like a bass guitar or a guitar. So I think that also stemmed ideas for the rest of the album, just exploring like these new sounds that we found while making that song.
Yeah, no, it's exciting. It works really nicely. And let's definitely mention the music video, because what I like about it is big, ambitious music video. You guys did shoot it under social distancing, but you couldn't, obviously there's nods and stuff, but you couldn't necessarily tell. Like, it's really, really well done. Talk to me about the experience of shooting an ambitious music video when presumably you had to be like fairly far apart from everyone else. Like, how does it work?
All masked up. Yeah, we only had like 6 people on set. We could only have like, to be fair, we always have about 6 people on set. It's not a big team. But it was just in a green screen room with Harry Lindley, who done all our videos for this album, and he's incredible. He's behind all the crazy graphics on the videos, and Taxi too, and he just brings our ideas to life. We like send him mood boards, don't we?
Yeah.
We plan these crazy ideas, what we want in the video, make a mood board of like, taking stuff off Google and cutting out loads of the scenes, and then send it. We're just like, what can you do with this? And he just literally makes it into a movie.
Yeah,
he's amazing, because from the beginning, like obviously, like I think people assume that we've got like 20 people on set and we've had some big production, because people mention that to us. But Harry's this kind of like one guy marching band. Like he has someone help him out with like the cameras and things like that, but like he literally just does everything himself. Everything.
So he films it as well, and
makes it, does it all. So we are so lucky to find someone that, if we've got some weird world that we want to create, like nothing's impossible with Harry. We can just he makes it possible. So we're like, look, we've got this idea. It's crazy. We want flying axes and blah, 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 blah. And he'll be like, yeah, cool. really cool way and just be like, sweet, yeah.
Like, fire, great.
That's amazing. A man up for a challenge. I love that. That's so good. That's really cool. You got to throw things at him. And you speak about, you know, your team and your people around you. I do want to mention Jason from The Fever, because what's great about him, we did one of these with him a few weeks back, and like, what I always put him in a similar bracket to people like Travis Barker and people like that, where they don't just want to sign people, they don't just want to kind of, you know, give them the nod here and there. It almost feels like a mentor relationship. Like, he genuinely cares about the acts he works with. He wants to see them succeed. He wants to give them advice. Talk to me a little about that working relationship with him.
Yeah, I mean, Jason is a kind of like a bit of a rare gem in terms of, he's someone who just sees something and doesn't want something from it. He just, if he sees something he believes in, he's like, that should be out there because it's right to be, you know, and I feel like it could do well by doing this or doing that. And he's got such great advice because he's done everything. And he just makes you feel really comfortable and kind of shines lights on things that you wouldn't even notice in yourself, you know. And yeah, we're lucky to have like his support, because he's just been, since like Afropunk, we played that Brooklyn, when was it, G?
Right, 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago he saw us play, didn't mention anything, and we spoke to Eric, the drummer, and then like we saw him again, and he kind of just like called, being like, look, I want to do something with you girls, I don't know what yet, but I want to do something because this is how he was like, this shit needs to be out there, this is really and then he come back again, like maybe 6 months later, or maybe a few weeks later, I don't remember now, just being like, look, I'm starting this kind of crew, and I want you to be a part of it. It's not conventional. It's not like I want your rights, I don't want your money and stuff like that, but I just want to start this like organization where artists can benefit from their art and not have people try and take every single piece of pie, because we all know it's such a struggle until you make it big, you know. So like you know,
so, like, I remember the first show that he came to us in London, he literally, we didn't have a tech person on stage, and after the show he was like lifting our amps off the stage, like getting stuck in, and we were just like, oh no, Jason, like we wanted to be like you so much, and he was just like, yeah, let me just help.
That's it. He is one of the nicest guys. Yeah, one of the nicest guys in music right there. That's so cool. I love that. You know, he gets so passionate about acts like that. I mean, I take it, especially at this stage of your career where, you know, like albums out and everything, and then hopefully, obviously, this year would have been touring. Fingers crossed next year and all that kind of stuff. I imagine. I know, God, man. Well, I mean, actually, let's talk about that briefly, because one thing that's nice and in the calendar, those Shikari dates. I mean, Michael, that's got to be so exciting, right?
It is, especially Alexandra Palace, like, you know, that's like a dream to play. So
I know, we are very excited.
Yeah, fingers crossed. We chatted with Rao actually, like when they first announced the tour, and he was like, I don't care how many times these have to get rescheduled, I want to mentally know they are in the calendar, so I know live music will come back at some point. Do you know what I mean? That's got to be like that. Yeah, for sure. No, keeping it out there. In terms of other stuff, I mean, because I saw you just got added to Reading and Leeds as well, right? I mean, that's very exciting. Like, about that. Big live plans for next year then. Is that going to be, if it's all allowed and everything, is that the kind of aim for the next 12 months? It's like, let's get out on the road, let's get these songs out there?
Yes.
I think we're just so like, we're ready for the live shows. By next year, every band's just going to be like in full ammo mode, just like having it large, because
we're either going to come back like full ammo, or everyone's going to come back sluggish and like forgetting like, how do you do this again? It's been so long.
I know the it's going to be like
yeah, it's like, I remember how to do this, right? I remember this.
Everyone's been working out in lockdown. Well, you either work out or you don't work out.
We ain't been working out.
Like, yeah. Had a year to like get ready.
Yeah, in training, in rock training once again. This is it, man. Yeah.
We've done bits, but we need to definitely get into that kind of zone.
You got time. But that Shikari Dates is very exciting. And like you say, Ali Pali, I mean, that is just such a legendary venue. When that goes off, that'll be so much fun. I'm excited for you guys. It'll be great. Very, very cool. Let's talk a little bit then before we go about this new music and stuff. Obviously, it's kind of weird time where you put the album out at like kind of the top of the year, wasn't it? And then, you know, still obviously putting out singles and things, but I guess a lot of bands have been saying at the minute, while they have this downtime, like yourselves, taking that opportunity to write some new stuff. Do you feel like new stuff will come out sooner rather than later, or do you want to get out there and play these ones first? How do you see kind of timelines working for you?
I think there's no set plan, and I think it's probably about being like flexible in these times and whatever feels right, because you just don't know what's going to happen from day to day. I think we're working on the material, making that as the best that it can be, so we're happy with it. And yes, we will go and record it all sooner, and then I guess we'll roll it out and see what's, because obviously Who Are the Girls didn't really get its like tour moments. We were playing a lot of them songs. We might want to introduce some new songs. I don't know. It just, we're open. Whatever it is that we're going to release, we're going to be doing it. We're going with the flow.
Because all we can do is just like, we're praying that soon things will go back to normal. There's a vaccine and we can just move forward. But you do have to just be like this and just
yeah.
It's a weird time, but I mean, I guess the advantage is that you know, like I say, the fact that you do have that great online community of fans means that as much as you would want the album to live in a different way and out on the stages, it is getting its due and people are discovering it, and that's got to be really gratifying to watch that, right?
And I think in general, like, because people are online so much more, people are checking out so much new music, and like even we're discovering so many new bands that might have been missed if you're busy on tour and stuff. So it's great to actually like listen to so much music right now, and that's probably one of the positives from this kind of
100%.
Yeah, we've got to take our positives where we can, absolutely. But that is, no, I think that's been really cool to see. And again, I'll just say this, you know, congrats on the album, congrats on all the new music and stuff. We look forward to seeing you back on stages. My God, please let it be sooner rather than later. Nice little bonus clip here, because obviously this video was recorded a few weeks back, and since then these guys have announced something absolutely massive. Figured we better ask them about it. So guys, thanks for rejoining us in, you know, slight change of scenery and new clothes and all that stuff.
I know.
Let's just mention it. It'll be too obvious. Huge news. You're on the new Bring Me the Horizon EP, which is so cool. I need to know everything about this. So first of all, how did this come together? When were you guys approached to be a part of this new project?
Literally about a month before it was announced. So it was a very quick turnaround. And yeah, like I think they contacted Jason from Fever 333 and was like, oh, like, you know these girls, don't you? Like, kind of figured out, like, do you think they would be up for it? And he rang us being like, would you be up for collabing with Bring Me? We were like, yeah. Of course. Is that even a question? Is that even a thing? And then yeah, Ollie just DM'd us on Instagram and was like, I've been listening to you on Spotify for months and like really digging your stuff and would love to collab with you. And we're just like, yeah, this would be absolutely amazing. And just sent us the song. And then we just turned it around in like 2 days and got it back to them.
Wow, that quick. That's crazy, man. That's really great. Because I know that they have been recording all of this EP and everything from home, of course, like during these last few months. So for you guys, was it really a case of, okay, we need to find a home studio to put these parts together? How did you actually manage to get the recording done?
Yeah, we did it in a home studio. And literally as soon as we got it, we just got into that mindset of like, we need to just get on this and work on it.
No, Bring Me, obviously they you know, they're amazing. Their productions are incredible. Their songwriting is really, really good. And I think they sent this track, it was there, you know, and, you know, we know what part, the second verse, we kind of jump on the second verse, kind of do our thing, and, you know, but
we don't want to say too much because they're not really saying much about what it's like, so we're gonna zip the vibe.
Yeah, but you know, it's gonna be great. We loved it. As soon as we heard the tune, it was like, yeah, this is great.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. I mean, obviously they've been going so long and such kind of British rock icons there. They must have been like an inspiration point in the past and stuff. It's got to be really cool to then be able to call them collaborators now.
I think we just love how they just mess with different genres all the time. They just mix it up, and we're all about that as well. So it was great to collab with a band who we really admire in that way, how they're not afraid to just be like, we're going to completely change up this album, completely be heavy and do this album. They just do what they feel, and they just get creative and new with it every time, which is amazing. So that's what's really amazing about this EP, because it's just fucking fantastic.
Yeah, it's exciting, man. A really, really exciting list of collaborators on there. And of course, great to see you guys on there too. I mean, that's all I had to ask, really. I thought, massive news. We've got to make sure we cover this as part of the full interview. Get it in there, man. I guess the only other thing I'll mention that's just been announced since the other week when we first chatted, Reading and Leeds as well, which we're very excited about. That's got to be an awesome thing to look forward to too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely was looking forward to that, because we were supposed to be playing it this year for the first time ever. So when it got cancelled, we was a bit like, oh God. Like, all the festivals that we've always wanted to play was supposed to be for like 2020. So it's great to be able to be doing it next year with just bands that we love on the bill. Obviously, Beaver's
main stage as well. We were just like, fuck.
Yeah.
Are you guys doing the main stage as well?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. I wasn't aware that had been announced. That's awesome. That's very, very exciting, man. Yeah.
Very, very excited about that.
Yeah.
And hopefully...
I know, we're all like this. Please.
I know, God, right? God, fingers crossed. You gotta hope, please, by August. Surely we'll be able to do something. And but in the meantime, you guys are doing great stuff. You're keeping things going online. I really respect that, and just all the best to you. We'll chat to you soon. All right.
Oh, thank
you.
It's been lovely.
No, really nice to chat to you. All right, Nova Twins, everybody.